Hello, good evening students. How are you all? Okay, hello Itanagar, how are you? So Itanagar, how many students are present over there? Hello Itanagar, how many students are present? Okay, so as I told you, right now we are in the revision session. So we are doing the revision of all the chapters which we have covered, and our syllabus is completed. So today what we will do the question from mixed topics. In the last class we have done the revision of trigonometry, and today we will do the revision from the mixed topic, like one or two questions from most of the topic we will cover today, right? So let us start with the question. So suppose the question says, in an AP, if 12th term is minus 13 and sum of its four terms is 24, sum of its first four terms, that is 24. So we have to find the sum of first 10 terms. In our AP, if 12th term is minus 13 and sum of its first four terms is 24, we have to find the sum of first 10 terms. So this question is from the arithmetic progression. So let me tell you like what are the formulas which we have to use in this one. The first formula is the for nth term, which is an is equal to a plus n minus 1 d, and sum of n terms is equal to, okay, three students are present, okay. So try these questions, and the sum of n term is given by n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. A is the first term, n is the number of terms, d is the common difference, and same in this formula. So this two formula you can use if required, and it is given the 12th term is minus 13 and sum of its first four terms is 24. Find the sum of first 10 terms. So whenever we have to find the sum of anything, like nth term, whatever you have to find, two variables are very important in the AP. One is the first term, which is indicated by A, and second one is the common difference, which is denoted by D. So using these two conditions which is given, try to figure out the value of A and D, and let me know, are you able to solve it or not. Just give me the feedback also, like are you able to do this question, like you want me to explain the solution, or are you doing it? So students, you want me to do this? Just give me the response. Are you able to do any difficulty in this one? Okay, 0 you are getting. Okay, so let us solve. So first of all, it is given the 12th term is minus 13. So 12th term is a plus 11d, which is equal to minus 13. Second thing, sum of its first four terms is 24. Sum of the first four terms, which is a plus d. The sum of these is 24. So if we add them, so it will become 4a plus 6d. That is equal to 24, or 2a plus 3d is equal to 12. So now using these two equations, we can find the value of a and d. So what we can do, we can substitute this from the first equation. We can find the value for a. So a can be written as minus 13 minus 11d, and we can put it in the second equation. Therefore, second equation will become 2 times of minus 13 minus 11d plus 3d is equal to 12. This will become minus 19. And 12 plus 26, which is 38. And d will be equal to minus 2. If d is equal to minus 2, then the value for a would be minus 13, minus 11 into minus 2, that will become plus 22. And 22 minus 13 is 9. So a would be 9. And d is minus 2. Now we can figure out the question says find the sum of the first 10 terms. So sum of the first 10 terms as 10, that is indicated by 10 by 2, 2 times of a. So a we have calculated as 9, 2a plus n minus 1 into d. That would be 5 times of 18, and 10 minus 1 is 9, 9 to the 18, minus 18. That would become 5 into 0, that will be 0. So 0 is the correct answer. Yes, very good. Now let us solve the next one. Question from the linear equation in two variable. If the question is ax upon b minus by upon a is equal to a plus b, ax minus by is equal to 2ab. So solve it. By any method you can solve. Question says find x and y. Like whatever method you think would be appropriate, elimination, substitution, cross multiplication, you can use that method. Any difficulty in solving this? Y is equal to, you are getting minus a, and x is equal to b. Okay, so let us solve. So this is the first equation, and I would suggest that these types of question in which in place of numbers you have the alphabets A, B, C, D, it would be easy to solve them by elimination method. So like if you say, if you want to eliminate x, so in the first equation it is a upon b, here it is only a. So suppose if I want to remove b, if I multiply the first equation by b and second equation by 1, if I multiply it by b, so this will become only ax, and in this way our coefficient of x will become same. So it will become ax minus b square by ay is equal to ab plus b square. So multiplying by b, a upon b into b, b and b will get cancelled out. So ax minus b square y upon a, and a into b is ab plus b square, and the second equation will remain as it is. Subtracting, so minus, plus, and minus it will become. This will get cancelled out. Now if you take y as common, so we will be left with b minus b square by a, and that is b square. Now ab minus 2ab, it will become minus ab. Now if you take the LCM over here also, it will become ab minus b square over a, and in the left hand side it is ab minus b square, and right hand side we are having b square minus ab. So if you take minus as common also, it will become like this, and now these will get cancelled out. This is minus 1 on the right hand side, so it implies that y would be equal to minus a. That is correct, you are getting minus a also. And now you can put this minus a, let's say if I put this in the second equation, so ax minus by is equal to 2ab. So if you put y is equal to minus a in the second equation, so it will be, so ax plus ab is equal to 2ab. So ax is equal to 2ab minus ab, that will become ab, and a and a will get cancelled out, and x would be b. So y would be equal to minus a and x would be equal to b. Yes, correct answer. Okay, let's move on to the next one. The question says, find the value of k so that the zeros of the quadratic polynomial 3x square minus kx plus 14 are in the ratio 7:6. This question is from the chapter polynomial. Try this, a very good question. You have to use the concept of sum of root and product of root over here. That is right, correct. So now let us solve. So zeros of the quadratic polynomial this. So we know that if the zeros are 7:6, so we can take the zeros as x is already used. So let us use 7p, 6p. Now two things we know. Sum of zeros, which is given by minus b by a. So 7p plus 6p, that is minus b upon a. So minus of minus k divided by 3. So it implies 13p is equal to k by 3. This is the first relation. Second, we know we can go for product of zeros. So when we do product of zeros, so 7p into 6p, that is equal to c upon a. And c over here is 14 by 3. So 42p square is equal to 14 by 3. So 14, 3 times 42. So p square would be equal to 1 by 9. So p would be equal to plus minus 1 by 3, right, when we take the square root. Now here the value of p, now the main thing is whether the value of p can be positive or negative. When positive it is okay, but when p is negative, let's say minus 1 by 3, then our zeros will become minus 7 by 3 and minus 6 by 3. That will also work because this can be also like the product of zeros. Both can be negative because ratio is positive, so p can be either positive 1 by 3 or negative 1 by 3. So we have two cases. So we'll say when p is equal to positive 1 by 3, so k is 39p. So it would become 39 into 1 by 3, which is 13. And when p is negative 1 by 3, then k would be equal to 39 times negative 1 by 3, that is negative 13. So k can have two values, negative 13 and plus 13. Both will work. Is this clear to all of you? इटानगर make sure that when it is positive, when we are taking the square root, we have to consider both the values. Although your method is right, you are getting 13, but minus 13 can also be the answer. Okay, is that clear, Itanagar? Is it clear, Itanagar? Okay, let's move on to the next question. From the chapter polynomial again, a very good question based on the concept of division algorithm. If two zeros of this polynomial are 2 plus minus root 3, find the other zeros. If you had any difficulty in solving this, just let me know. You got the answer, all of you? Or you need help? Itanagar, please give response. Okay, are you still doing? Okay, do it. Very good. Negative 5 and 7. That is the correct answer. Okay, so let us solve this. So the two zeros are given, 2 plus minus root 3. So we can say like x1 is equal to 2 plus root 3 and x2 is equal to 2 minus root 3. So we have to frame the polynomial first. So we can, when the two zeros are given, we can frame the polynomial like this. X square minus sum of root. If we add both of them, that will become 4 plus product of root. If we multiply both of them, a plus b into a minus b, a square minus b square, which is 2 square is 4, 4 minus 3 is 1. So this is the polynomial. Now we have to divide this. The long division method we have to apply. X power 4 minus x power 3. And now we have to divide it by x square minus 4x plus 1. Now, since we have to eliminate the x power 4, so what we will do, we will multiply by x square. So x square into x square, that will become x power 4 minus 4x cube plus x square. Subtracting minus x plus 4 is minus 2x cube minus 27x square. Now we'll multiply with 2x okay. So x square into negative 2x, that is negative 2x cube. Then it will become plus 8x square. And this will also be copied, plus 138x minus 35. And 1 into minus 2x, this is minus 2x. Changing sign, subtracting, positive, negative, positive. This will get cancelled out. 27 and 8, that will become 35x square plus 140x minus 35. Now we have to multiply with negative 35. So it will become negative 35x square plus 140x minus 35. On subtracting, sign change, and everything will become 0. It means this one, this polynomial on the top is the factor also. So we can find the other two factors by equating it to 0. So x square minus 2x minus 35, that is equal to 0. It can be easily factorized as x minus 7 into x minus 5. Using middle term splitting you can do, and x would be equal to minus 5 or 7. So I hope this one is clear to all of you. Now let us do the, so is this clear? Any doubt in this one? Anybody having doubt? Any doubt? Shall we proceed? Okay. Now see this one. Determine whether the points 1, 5, 2, 3, negative 2, negative 11 are collinear or not. So 3 points are given, 1, 5, 2, 3, negative 2, negative 11. You have to check whether these are collinear. Collinear means which are in the same straight line. If we talk about the marks, like this question, the fourth one which we have done, this is of 4 marks. And this question, the question number 5, in which we have to check whether it is collinear or not, it is of 3 marks. And the previous one also, this is a 3 marks question, in which we have to find the value of k. And all these basically are 3 and 3, 4 marks are there. Some of our 3, like this question can be asked in 3 marks question. We have to check whether the points are collinear or not. Do it. You can check the collinearity by distance formula or by the area of triangle, whatever you think is easy. Very good. These are not collinear. So by which method you have done? Area of triangle or the distance formula? Okay, that's great. So area of triangle, when area of triangle is 0, it means that is the collinear. If it is not 0, it will not be. So we know that area is given by half x1 y2 minus y3 plus x2 y3 minus y1 plus x3 y1 minus y2. So if we put the values over here, so x1 can be taken as 1, then 3 minus of minus 11, that will become 3 plus 11. x2 can be taken as 2, then minus 11 minus 5. x3 can be taken as minus 2, and y1 minus y2, 5 minus 3. So 3 plus 11 is 14. The negative 11, negative 5 is negative 16 into 2, negative 32. And 5 minus 3 is 2, and then negative 4. So this is 14 minus of, this is negative 36. So 14 minus negative 36 is negative 22. So negative 22 divided, and this is absolute value, so it will become positive. So 22 divided by 2, that will be 11 square unit. Now we can say, since the area of this triangle is not 0, the area contained by these 3 points is not 0. It means they are not collinear. So we will write in the last, since area formed by these points is not 0. Area of triangle formed by these points is not 0. Therefore, they are not collinear. If your area comes out to be 0, then you can write that they are collinear. I hope this is clear so far. Now we'll take a quick break, and then after the break we will continue with the questions. Okay, welcome back, students. Okay, so let us continue with this question. So till now, last question we have done on based on the coordinate geometry. So now let us do one more question based on the same concept. It says, find area of rhombus if its vertices are 3, 0, 4, 5, -1, 4, and -2, -1. Area of rhombus if its vertices are these. Taken in order. Taken in order means in whatever order it is given, like A, B, C, D, P, Q, R, S, like that. So find the area. So you can use the concept of distance. Very good, very good. That is the correct answer. So area of the rhombus is 24. So now let us solve. So since it is given that they have to be taken in order, so let's say if we make this rhombus A, B, C, D, and let's say these names as A, B, C, and D. And the area of the rhombus is given by half into product of diagonals. So if we draw these two diagonal, AC and BD, so we just have to find the length of AC and BD and then our question is done. So the length of AC by the distance formula, so A and C, so it is -1 -3 whole square, x2 minus x1, y4 minus 0 whole square. So that would become -4 whole square, that will become 16, and this will also become 16, so root 32. Then BD. So BD would be 4 minus of -2 whole square, and this is 5 minus of -1 whole square. That would become 4 minus of -2, that will become 4 plus 2, which is 6 square, 36. And this will become 5 plus 1, which is again 6 square is 36, which will be root 72. So these are the length of the diagonal. So area of rhombus is given by half into product of diagonal, which is AC into BD. Now AC into BD, so half times of AC is root 32 and BD is root 72. Now we have to simplify this one, so we can simplify it like this. 16 times 2 is 32, so 16 can come out of the root as 4 root 2. And similarly here also 36 times 2 is 72. So 36 come out of the root, which will be 6 root 2. So 2 times, and this 6 into 2 is 12, 12 into root 2 into root 2 is 2. So 12 into 2 is 24. So 24 square unit, that is the answer. Okay, that's great. Now let's move on to the next question. So in figure, this is the statement of the question, and the diagram goes like this. So it says that there is a square OABC, as you can see, inside which is inscribed in a quadrant OPBQ, and OA is given as 20. We have to find the area of shaded region. Pi value you can put 22 by 7. Always remember, when nothing is given, you can always go with the 22 by 7. Very good, correct answer. And you can round off also. Suppose you are getting a point something else, and suppose if I add one more statement over here, round to nearest whole number. If I write this statement also in the end, so OA is 20. So this is 20, since this is a square, so this is 20, so AB is 20. So now this OB, which is acting as a diagonal for this square, will also be the radius for this quadrant. So OB square is equal to 20 square plus 20 square. So OB is square root of 400 plus 400. So OB is equal to 20 root 2. And this OB, which is 20 root 2, that is acting as a radius for this quadrant. So area of shaded region is area of quadrant minus area of square. So quadrant area is 1/4 of a circle. So pi by 4 radius square is OB square, which is 800, minus area of square, which is 400, which is 200 pi minus 400. We can take 200 as common, and pi minus 2. So 22 by 7 minus 2. So that would become 200, and 22 minus 14 divided by 7. So 22 minus 14 is 8 by 7. So 22 into 8 by 7, and then you will get, as you are getting, 1600 divided by 7. So 228 point something, which, since you are saying the 228.58 as you are giving the answer, that is correct. Now the main thing is, if it says round to nearest whole number, nearest whole number means we have to round to the complete number. So complete number, since you are giving 228.58, so we have to see after decimal whether the digit is greater than 5 or greater than 5 or less than 5. So since it is 5 or greater than 5, so it means when it will be round off, this 5 will get dropped, and this 228 will become 229 centimeter square. That is the correct answer. Is this clear to all of you? Okay. Solve this by completing the square method. X square plus 5x plus 6 is equal to 0, although a very basic quadratic equation, and might be remember that we have used this quadratic equation many times. So, but right now you have to solve this by completing the square method. And always remember, when it is given in the question that do this by particular method, then you have to do it by that particular method. Don't solve it by factorization or quadratic formula. So what answer you are getting? That's great, correct answer. So in completing the square method, what we have to do, first of all, we have to make sure that the leading coefficient or coefficient of x square would be 1. Here it is already 1. Second step is take the constant term on the right hand side. So it will be minus 6. Now whatever is the coefficient of x, we have to divide it by 2, square of half of coefficient of x. So half of coefficient of x is 5 by 2 and its square, which is 5 by 2 whole square. That we have to add on both the side. And 5 by 2 square is 25 by 4 also. On the left hand side, this is a square, or we can write it like this in the form a square plus 2ab plus b square. Right hand side is minus 24 plus 25 divided by 4. So it is a square plus 2ab plus b square. So which is a plus b whole square. (25 minus 24 is 1 by 4. Now when it is 1 by 4, so when we take the square root, so x plus 5 by 2 is plus minus 1 by 2. So x plus 5 by 2 is equal to 1 by 2, which x is equal to 1 by 2 minus 5 by 2 minus 4 by 2, which is minus 2. And second is x plus 5 by 2, x minus x plus 5 by 2 is minus 1 by 2. So x is equal to minus 1 by 2 minus 5 by 2. So minus 6 by 2, which is minus 3. So these are the two answers, minus 2 and minus 3. Now try this question. The difference of a square of two numbers is 180. Square of smaller number is 8 times the larger number. Find the two numbers. Hmm. That is correct. Perfect. So suppose we can take the numbers as x and y, and let's say x is greater than y. X is our larger number, we have already assumed. So difference of the square of two number is 180. So x square minus y square is 180. Square of the smaller number, basically y square, is this is equal to 8 times of larger number, since larger number is x. So y square is equal to 8x. What we can do, we can substitute 8x in the first equation in place of y square. So it will be left minus 8x is equal to 180, and x square minus 8x minus 180, that is equal to 0. So now we can factorize this one by middle term splitting. since we want product to be minus 180, and we can take it as 18 and 10. So since it is negative, so we will take minus 18x plus 10x. Minus 180 equal to 0. Taking x as common, x minus 18. So x minus 18 into x plus 10. So x is equal to 18 or x is equal to minus 10. So when x is equal to 18, so what we will get, x is equal to 18, so we can put it over here to get the value for y. So since y square is equal to 8 into 18, 144. So y is equal to plus minus 12. Or when x is equal to minus 10. Now if you put x is equal to minus 10, so what will happen, the main thing, y square is equal to 8 into negative 10. Now since the square of a number can't be negative, so we can't take minus 10 into consideration, right? So x is equal to 18, or y can be plus minus 12, because when we do the square of this number, so it will be 144, and again it says the square of the smaller number is 8 times the larger number. So square of negative 12 is also 144 and positive 12 is also 144. So the main thing over here is that x is equal to 18, or y, the second number, can be 12 or minus 12. So the combination can be 18 comma 12 or 18 comma minus 12. Both will work. So take care of this thing, since you have given answer for only 12, but it can be negative 12 also. So both the answers will be valid. If the statement was like the difference of the square of two positive number, then we would have rejected minus 12. But since it is not mentioned that the number is positive or negative, so we have to consider both of them. So both the answers are correct. It will have two answers. Getting it, Itanagar? Is this clear to all of you? Is this clear, Itanagar, this answer? Any difficulty in this one? Please give response. Okay, so I guess you don't have any difficulty in this one. So that's all for today. So I hope today you have learned some basic things, like whenever you are finding the answer, we have to consider both the solution. Like when we are taking the square root, in the earlier question also you have forgot the square root, plus and minus, and then we will check whether the answer is feasible or not according to the question. So that's all for today. Then we'll meet in the next class with some more practice questions we will do. Till then, keep revising all the chapters, and if you had any doubt, you can ask me in the next class. Okay then, bye.